Hey there. It's day 2 after surgery. Surgery was on Wednesday, so now this is Friday. And whew, rough after surgery. The block wore off around midnight on Wednesday, so Thursday morning, midnight. And the pain started to kick in, and so we had to get that under control. That got pretty bad, but we were able to get it under control with the medication that we have. And then, really, yesterday, keeping on that medication, my pain was pretty much at a zero the whole day. And the only time, I try to stretch my fingers to move them up and work out those muscles because it feels sore doing this. So I'm assuming he said I need to move my fingers. So, but trying to do them by myself is difficult and hurts. But besides that, no pain, which was great. But the problem is the medication was making me really nauseous, and I yesterday barely had anything to eat. Like maybe a piece of bread, I think, is all I was able to keep down. And so last night, it's like the feeling of sickness was almost, I mean, I know it's not worse than the pain, but it's pretty bad. And so I switched, and I am taking some of the medication that they gave me at the ER, which is not as heavy as of a painkiller as the one they gave me from the hospital, and I dealt well with that. So that so far seems to be working. I've taken 2 now. I've just eaten some food, which feels so good, and I am still, maybe at a 1 or 2, so I'm not at a 0. But if I sit and I just relax, then it doesn't hurt, which is great. But I'm just here because I was eating some food. Other than that, just going on. I keep it iced. I keep it elevated. I'm sleeping in the recliner with pillows under my arm, which seems to work really well because then I can adjust, if it needs to be above my heart, I can adjust myself back so my arm's above my heart, or I can sit up or whatever I need to do. The worst part is this part. I was hoping I would get a shoulder strap, and while this has some cushiness to it, I am still so bruised from the previous one, but it looks like I won't be able to switch out of this at least until the 14th. Today is the 8th. Yes, so 7 days. But other than that, healing fine. No signs of infection. My arm isn't red or hot. No streaking, no itching, no weirdness. It's been really good. I think the pain, which is what you expect, sucks, but it's kind of what you expect in getting through it. The nausea was not what I expected, and definitely not okay. So we've switched it up. Medication switched up. I will say one of the best things ever is tracking your medication, when you took what and when you need to take the next one, because when you're waking up every 3 or 4 hours in the evening, especially when you're supposed to be sleeping, you're tired and you're out of it. And so having that list of oh, I took this at this is my next one at 5 a.m. or this is my next one at 3 a.m. or whatever, and you can make sure that you take everything when you're supposed to. And then I also got a pill carrier that you just flip up the top and get the pills out for that next time. I can't open the pill bottles, and I had them in plastic baggies thinking that would work, but when you're juggling so many, I have an anti-nausea one, I have the pain one, and I have the Tylenol and the ibuprofen ones, there's just a bunch that I'm juggling over there. So it was a lot easier to put them in a pill capsule and just put what I needed for that next dose in each one. It was great. And then I would write everything down when I took it, and then set my alarm on my phone, and then do it again. So it has worked really well. But write it down, keep track of that medication. You are never going to remember it, even if because when it's in the middle of the night and you're tired, you lose track of what you're doing. But so far so good. And I guess pain, keeping track of your medication. I'm on day 3, I guess, day 2 out from surgery, and already my pain's a little more manageable. I'm able to go 5 to 6 hours without another dose, which is great, because before it was every 3 to 4 hours, and that was tricky. But this is much better, and I actually got a little bit of sleep last night, and I'm not nauseous because we switched up the medication. So if you feel really sick and you can't keep food down, there are other options. Check with your doctor. I did have to call the doctor a few times just to check in on what the kinds of things that I needed when I was ramping up in pain, and then also to switch when I was getting too sick. So that's it. We'll keep going. All right. Bye.